$1 back. It's been a while since I did 2010, and we're halfway done with the year, thankfully. In hardcore justice. Yeah, not hard justice, hardcore justice. Why? I have no idea. Now, if you want to see my SummerSlam 2010 review, it's already on the channel, so you go back to that. Oh god, this is torture for me to do this fucking year. This show overall was actually not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Anyways, August 8th at the Impact Zone in Orlando, Florida. The tagline is The Last Stand. I don't understand this. 5 years after One Night Stand, 9 years after ECW's closure. I mean, they can't use the ECW name. They cannot use the trademarks because WWE own the rights to that. I mean, this was not really much of a TNA pay-per-view. It's more like an EV 2.0 pay-per-view. But yeah. I mean, most of the matches were... The original matches were booked for this show had to be moved over to the whole effing show thing. And I don't think it's not on this. No, I don't remember what's what. But, anyways. I mean, the whole effing show was... They give RVD a special TV Impact show, basically. Which I believe was right after this show. I don't remember. And I'm not going to bother with it because what we know is... Well, we'll get to it, basically. So, we get the FBI defeats Kick-Ass, Johnny Swinger, and Simon Diamond. This was a bad way to start up the show. A 3, I'm giving this. This was just bad. Anyways, then we get the matches. Then we get Two Coast Scorpio defeats C.W. Anderson, and actually a decent match. Actually, I give it a 5 out of 10. I give it was a decent match. Nothing memorable about it. And then we get Steven Richards defeating P.J. Polaco, aka Just Incredible. But yeah, again, it was actually another decent match. I get a 6, basically. And then afterwards, the Sandman attacks Just Incredible, basically. Yeah. Anyways, and then we get a 3-way dance, which is basically an elimination match, basically. Rhino defeats Al Snow and Brother Runt, and another decent match. Rhino is still active in TNA at this point. So basically he's gonna win this, basically. Yeah, Rhino was gonna be involved in this. We'll get to it when I talk about No Surrender and Bound for Glory, that is. Yeah. 6.5. Anyways, so that's that. Anyways, then Raven defeats... Oh wait, no. I skipped the next match, my bad. The South Philadelphia Street Fight, my bad. The Raven Tommy Dreamer match was the next match, my bad. Of Team 3D defeats Axel Roy and... Can't say Balls Mahoney. I'm just gonna... He's cojones, but yeah. I mean, you like hardcore beast matches, this is the match for you, and this is basically, yeah, this was a fun little street fight. And afterwards, New Jack and the Gangsters came out, and then they did a little brawl, and then all of a sudden, we're just gonna do the current call in 2010. Whatever. I don't care. A 6.5. Anyways. Okay, then we get this match. Raven defeating Tommy Dreamer with Mick Foley as the special guest referee. This is the final showdown. Whoops, sorry. Final show. Yep. I mean, this was actually the first great match of this show. That is kind of scary to think about, really. Raven won basically every match except for one where Raven left for WCW. In ECW, that is. Yeah. So basically, this was 8 out of 10. Finally we had a good match. A really good match, rather. Before we get to the main event, they did this whole where were they, and basically the wrestlers and talk about stuff like AJ said stuff about the whole Sandman and Tommy Dreamer thing, which was awkward to think about, but yeah. And then we get the main event. This was not for the TNA championship because Rob Van Dam was the world champion. And also they have this on there. What was I talking about? Rob Van Dam defeats Sabu in another great match. There's one issue. The TNA championship was not on the line in this match, which I understand it, but yeah. 8.5. These two really have some really good chemistry as tag team or as opponents, but yeah, and then they do the whole celebration thing, and yeah, that's basically how the show ends. And now, let me talk about the whole effing show thing, which we'll get to right now. It didn't air until August 12th, but it was on a free TV thing. So the whole effing show was originally this was the original card, which was supposed to take place at Hardcore Justice 4 days earlier, but the show was given the ECW originals this event, which held a special pay-per-view quality on TNA Impact. So I'm gonna list off these matches basically. So Jesse Neal defeats. So actually, let me talk about the other stuff. So Kurt Angle defeats AJ Styles in a retirement match, which I think it was Kurt Angle. It was just for Kurt Angle, I believe. Angela Love defeats Madison Rayne to win the Knockouts Championship. So they're flip-flopping the fucking championship. Matt Morgan defeats D'Angelo Dinero and Mr. Anderson. Jeff Hardy defeats Shane Moore. Motor City Machine Guns defeats Beer Money Inc. for the Tag Team Championships. They get to retain. And Rob Van Dam defeats Abyss in a ladder match for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship with Eric Bischoff as the special guest referee. I think that was I believe that was right after the show. Abyss took out Rob Van Dam with Janice. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. That's Hardcore Justice and a little recap of the original card, which it was supposed to be here. But yeah. So this was not the best show, and yeah, you could tell why this is not great. But it's better than Fatal 4-Way, Elimination Chamber, Genesis against the Lost Socials. So a 6 out of 10 I'm giving this. A 6 out of 10. So next up will be No Surrender. Except for I already did SummerSlam. And Night Champions. Jeez, I wonder who won the fucking WWE Championship match in the 6-pack challenge. So that's the next two coming up. So we're going. Right after that, it'll be. Oh, we'll get to those later. So No Surrender is next. Like this, comment, subscribe, and bye.